We are soon going to be live now.
Namaste, sir.
Let's start.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. So, shall I start, sir?
Yeah, please.
Namaste everyone, myself Hina Sharma and Swasti Yoga welcomes you to Global Yoga Fest. I'm connected to Swasti Yoga Center since 3.5 years and I have done my level 2 certification from Swasti Yoga Center. We are celebrating 75 years of India's independence and launching a year-long celebration from August 2021 to commemorate 75 years of independence with a slew of programs for global audience, encouraging yoga for health and well-being. So we have more than 8 categories for this program, including 50 plus topics, 75 programs or workshops, 50 plus speakers, 30 plus countries would be there. There are different activities we are going to conduct, like yoga and wellness sessions, panel discussions, quiz and essay contest, life guiding sessions by speakers, how to go for Sattvic Indian cooking, bhajan, kirtan and chanting, question answer round, and experts are going to discuss about Ayurveda Dincharya. Now, I would like to call upon our student, Dr. Gauri Chawat, and would like to give a small introduction about her. She is a graduate in BAMS from Bharati Vidyapeeth College of Ayurved, Pune. Also, she has done her PGFCP from Pune. Also, a postgraduate fellowship course in Panchakarma. She is running her own clinic, Shree Sushrut, at Sehanga Road, Pune. She's practicing Panchakarma from 5 years, and other than that, she is a fitness enthusiast, done 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers marathon in the past, and her aim to do 15 kilometers in future. And about yoga background, she was always interested in yoga, but did not get opportunity to learn. She had the knowledge, but wanted to learn in depth from reputed institution. So she has joined Swasti Yoga Center and pursuing level 2 from Swasti Yoga Center. So I welcome Gauri ji. Please continue.
Okay. Let's start first with the Omkar chanting. Close your eyes. Inhale, exhale normally. Inhale. 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 Relax. Fold your hands. Let's start the Patanjali prayer. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिं रानतोऽस्मि. Rub your hands. Feel the warmness of your hands on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Okay, so shall I start? Okay. So, first of all, let's start first with the introduction of yoga. So, what is yoga? So, Patanjali has given the definition as yogas chitta vritti nirodha. So, you can understand that there are two words in this definition. One is chitta and the other word is the vritti. So, yoga is the control and the restraint of the mental modification. This is the definition given. And one more is that yoga is discipline and mastery of thoughts of the mind. Now, they have defined chitta or the 5 states of chitta. So, which are the 5 states? The first is Muda, Kshipta, Vikshipta, Ekagrata and Niruddha. So, I just came across example given in the internet, like mood is described as the, you can say, the donkey state of the mind, like it is dull, or uh, it is all full of delusion, sleep, laziness, anger, greed. All this comes in the mood state of the mind. Then the second one is the kshipta state, or kshipta is the monkey state of the mind, where the symptoms of this is pain, worry, anxiety. All this comes in the kshipta state. Then comes the vikshipta. Vikshipta is the partially concentrated mind, where it is defined like the, you can say, a butterfly mind. Sometimes it is concentrated, sometimes it is confused. This is the vikshipta state. Then comes the ekagrata. Ekagrata state is the fully concentrated mind. Fully concentrated, or you can say one pointed. One pointed in the sense, like when you are meditating, or whenever you are focusing on anything, all the inner noises are calmed down in this state, and the mind is fully peaceful in this state, and in this condition you have complete attention at one point. This is ekagrata state. Then comes the niruddha, or the controlled state. In this state, what is this state is that it is explained that after passing through the ekagrata state, this phase you are able to hold on to this state. You can focus on one point, and there is no other distractions that can distract you, and no other external forces that can distract you from this state of the mind. This is the niruddha state of the mind. And all these states, all the 5 chitta states are due to the sattvic, rajasic and the tamasic gunas of the mind. They are affected by all these. Then comes the next word we saw was the vrittis. What are the vrittis? The vrittis are the thoughts that come in the mind. So there is one definition given, that is vritti sarupyam itaratra, and 5 states of vrittis are given. So one definition is given as vrittayaha panchatayaha klishta aklishtaha. So vritti panchatayaha, panchataya means 5 types, and klishta aklishta, painful and painless. These are the 5 given. And one more definition is which are the 5 vrittis. So definition goes like pramana viparaye vikalpa nidra smrutayaha. So these are the 5 vrittis. What is pramana? Pramana is correct knowledge of anything around you, like you can say direct perception, or through verbal testimony, it comes in the pramana state. Then comes the viparaya, or the incorrect knowledge, like misconception or incorrect knowledge about any object. It is not based upon its true nature. That comes in the viparaya state. The vikalpa is only imagination. Only on words you decide, like you start imagining and you form your opinion on that. That comes in the vikalpa state. Then comes the nidra, that is sleep or nothingness, is nidra. And the 5th one is the smriti. Smriti is what? Smriti is mental modification of any previously experienced object, you forget it, but again it comes back to consciousness at some point, and that is called as smriti or memory. So these are the vrittis that I explained. So complete nirodha of yama and of chitta and vritti is yoga. So now let's go further. No, I just want to give one example. Swami Vivekananda has explained this very precisely. Like even a layman can understand what is chitta and vrittis. So it goes like this. He has explained it like chitta or the mind stuff. Uh, Imagine a lake. The water is the chitta. The ripples or the waves that are formed due to external things like if you throw a stone, if the water is muddy, or you can say if the water is agitated, the bottom of the lake is not clear. So when these vrittis, the ripples are normal or the water is clear, then you can see the bottom of the lake. So the bottom of the lake is our true self, and to see a true self, these vrittis should, the external external causes should be less, or it should be controlled. So that is it is explained very well according to Swami Vivekananda ji. So the next slide. So according to Patanjali, now yoga is further divided into Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga means 8 anga. 8 angas which Yama, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. These are the Ashtanga Yogas. The first 4 are the Bahiranga Yoga and the next 4 are the Antaranga Yoga. So let's first, the first 4 which are described, they are the external expressions, how you act, and they take you further to the internal expressions to go more to your mind directly, which can absorb your spiritual level directly, are the next 4. Now first let's see the yamas. What are yamas? Yamas are nothing but the restraints of yoga. What are restraints? Restraints are something that you have to keep it under control. Those are the yamas. So which are they? So they are 5. So Patanjali has given a sutra that is Ahinsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha, Yamaha. So according to Patanjali, there are 5 states of yamas. So which are they? So Ahinsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. So these are the 5 states. And according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, there are 10 yamas given. The 10 are, they go like this: Ahinsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Kshama, Dhriti, Daya, Arjava, Mitahar and Saucha. So first is, let's go for Ahinsa. So we'll just discuss about what Patanjali has given, the first 5. So first is Ahinsa. What is Ahinsa? So Ahinsa is non-violentness, and the opposite of Ahinsa is Hinsa. What is Hinsa? Hinsa is to hurt or cause harm to other individuals or to animals. Hinsa can be of any form. It can be like 3 forms are given: Kaik, Vachik and Manasik Hinsa. What is Kaik Hinsa? Kaik Hinsa is Hinsa through action. Hinsa through action like external ghastly wounds, hitting someone, killing people, killing animals. All these things comes in the Kaik Hinsa. Then the next one is Vachik Hinsa. Vachik Hinsa is through words. You might all must be knowing that human tongue is the mightiest weapon. Whenever you speak, whatever you speak, at that moment you don't understand, but you are hurting that person. That person is hurt psychologically, mentally. That is Vachik Hinsa. Like making fun of others is also a type of Hinsa. Then third one is given is Manasik Hinsa. Manasik Hinsa is causing like Hinsa through thoughts. Like you have jealousy, enmity through to someone else, but you thinking about that person कि अभी इसका बुरा ही होगा, इसका कुछ अच्छा नहीं होगा. That is Hinsa through thoughts. That is thinking about someone and saying कि इसका कुछ अच्छा ही नहीं होगा. That is Hinsa of thought. And by practice, now we have to practice Ahinsa. This is given. By practicing Ahinsa, what are you doing? So we are bringing positivity, harmony and compassion in not only our life but also in others' life. You are going to like you practice Ahinsa, you say एक अकेला इंसान करके क्या करेगा, but you are going to affect people around you. Those in turn are going to affect more other people. So society as a whole is going to be affected, or it's going to be get positive feedback from that. Then the next point is but non-violence, this thing is possible only when there is one emotion in us. We imbibe that emotion. Which is that emotion? But sympathy. That is sympathy. When you have sympathy, you can practice it, ahimsa. The next one is Satya. What is Satya? Satya is truthfulness. The word Sat means that which exists, or that which is Satya, that which is already there. So Satya therefore is seeing, communicating things as they are actually, and not as we wish them to be. So it is a steadfast adherence to reality. So knowing, understanding, speaking and maintaining the truth is Satya. So like now we form opinion about people, we form opinion about situations. In fact, we have not seen those people, or we have not witnessed it ourselves. We have known those people, like say through media, through newspaper and all that stuff, and we have not witnessed them, but we try to make opinion about that. So you have to make yourself act, and make sure you speak and act with intent and thought, and not just say according to हाँ मैंने ये सब हाँ उससे सुना था इसलिए मैंने वो माना है. That is maintaining Satya. Is if you have yourself witnessed it, then you put it as a point. Then now I would like to mention the first rule, like the Ahinsa and Satya. These two yamas were practiced by Gandhiji also. Like you can say the Satyagraha movement was founded during the Indian independence. So Satyagraha itself has two words, Satya and Agraha. So what is the meaning of Satya? Satya is truth, and Agraha is firmness. So Satya ka Agraha means truth, firmness to the truth is Satyagraha. And so the main aim of, what was the main aim of Satyagraha? So main aim of this Satyagraha was liberation of freedom of mankind from the British rule. So he considered, what Gandhiji considered, he considered God and truth as the same, and he believed that God and truth can only be realized through this non-violence movement. So you can understand how these two are very important, and how these two yamas themselves brought about a revolution. So you can imagine how they can impact the society as a whole. Next slide, please. Okay. Third one is asteya. Asteya is non-stealing, and steya means stealing. Like now, steya means one must not steal nor have the intention of stealing others' belongings. Now this, it can be materialistic, it can be non-materialistic. Materialistic things, like you can take things that don't, like materialistic, like you have a friend, you say I want your goggles, you take it, but you don't have the courtesy to return it to that person. You at time goes, you forget, even that person forgets. That is also a type of stealing only. And another thing is, when does this thing of stealing comes up? So the main thing is that you have that desire. Desire leads to something, that desire something belong to someone else, you want it for yourself. So desire or want is the cause of stealing. And the root cause of asteya, you can say, it arises because you have lack of faith in yourself. You don't have faith in yourself, so you start to think that, if you start to feel that emptiness by something, that is also leads to asteya also. Now, so by practicing asteya, what are you doing? By practicing asteya, we move forward towards the feeling as though like we are satisfied, like we already have, it's more than enough, I am well and good with this, it's enough for me. So that is self-satisfaction. Then the next point is Brahmacharya. Now one more thing you can say, like one example I would like to give, like asteya you can practice in day-to-day life, like now you have had your food, and you are full, and you can say, like, now I am full, it's more than enough, not having the desire to have more. That is also in this point you can give. And the second point is that giving credit to where the credit is due. Like if you take someone's writing and you paste it like yours, that this is my writing, and not giving that person credit, that is also a form of steya. So practicing asteya is very important. Then the fourth point is brahmacharya. Now brahmacharya, there are many misconceptions regarding brahmacharya. So now let's go like Brahma. There are two words in brahmacharya. Brahma means God or that infinite energy, and charya means to walk on that path. So to follow the ultimate reality is brahmacharya. And another meaning is celibacy. So what is celibacy? Celibacy is the state of abstaining from marriage or from sexual relations or from pleasures, and using that right use of energy to achieve that spiritual aims is brahmacharya. So conserving one's sexual energy so that it can be transformed into more powerful form is practicing brahmacharya. Then the fifth point is you can say aparigraha. What is aparigraha? Aparigraha is non-possessiveness or non-hoarding. What is parigraha? Parigraha is opposite of aparigraha. What is parigraha? So desire for possession is parigraha, and aparigraha is non-possessiveness. What are the basic necessities of life? If you say the basic necessities of life, we say food, water, shelter and clothing. These are the four basic necessities. Like we say na, roti kapda makan itna hi kafi hai. But in modern times, what we want, people are running just to lead a comfortable life. They want to lead, they want everything. Like they see someone else's thing and they say nahi mujhe bhi ye chahiye, mujhe bhi wo chahiye. So in doing so, what your desires increase, and when your desires increase, they turn into greed, and in doing so greed turns into hoarding. Like you start nahi ye bhi chahiye, wo bhi chahiye, sab kuch chahiye, और सब कुछ ले रहे इसमें, you forget what you want in life. You don't know what is the aim of your life. Now you can see this pandemic has taught us so much. Like there was a video, like in America they were hoarding toilet paper and all. That was not needed in that situation, but yet people were doing it. Now next slide please. And one more thing, Gandhiji had rightly said, there is enough for every single person's need, but there is not enough for every single person's greed. So you can understand how deep this is. So now let's move on to the next limb that Patanjali has said, that is the niyamas. So second limb is Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga is niyamas, or the self-discipline. First one was the social ethics, and these niyamas which they say are the positive duties or the personal qualities that the person himself should follow first. So which are they? So the shlok goes as Saucha Santosh Tapasvadya Ishwar Pranidhanani Niyamaha. So according to Patanjali, 5 niyamas are described. So which are they? They are Saucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyay, Ishwar Pranidhan. So these are the 5 niyamas, and according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika there are 12 niyamas. So they go like Saucha, Santosh, Tapas, Swadhyay, Ishwar Pranidhan, Ishwar Pujan, Astikatvam, Dana, Ri, Mati, Japa and Vrata. So let's discuss about Patanjali only, that is the 5 niyamas. So first one is Saucha. So what is Saucha? Saucha is cleanliness, basically. Cleanliness of body, mind, environment. All these things come in Saucha. So external cleanliness. What comes in external cleanliness? The external cleanliness, bathing, washing, everything, all daily activities come in external cleanliness. Saucha also is cleanliness of the surrounding, cleanliness around you, non-pollution, all these things comes in external cleanliness. Then comes the internal cleanliness. What is internal cleanliness? Internal cleanliness, it can be achieved through physical exercise, asana, pranayam, all these things can be done. And the main thing that causes the mind to be what we can say, um, the mind to be diluted, or what you can say, like what's the word I can use for, मतलब मन का गंदा होना. तो what is the thing that it is like anger, hatred, greed, pride, fear, negative thoughts, all these are the sources of impurity of the mind. So how you can cause the purity of mind? So mind can be cleaned if you feed it with good thoughts, if you if good thoughts, good quality of information. Then third thing is spending quality time with people who uplift your mood or uplift your spirit and inspire you to be the better person of yourself. These all things come in this point. In Bhagavad Gita also describes purity at three levels: body, speech and through thoughts. So purity of body comes from cleanliness of body, that is from what we eat, what we drink, all these things come in the purity of body. Second is purity of speech. Purity of speech, it comes through being truthful in thought, using of words that are not injurious to others, not distressing to others and to yourself also. That is purity of speech. And purity of thoughts is the third one. That is purity of thoughts comes from peace of mind, calmness of mind, and when you act gentle, all this is comes in the purity of thought. Then second point is the Santosha. Santosha is what? Now in Santosh there are two words actually, Sama and a Tosha. It's formed by two words. What is Sama? Sama means completely and altogether, or altogether you can say. Tosha is contentment or satisfaction. So on combining both the words, what you get? We get completely content with or satisfied with. That is the meaning of Santosha. Now in this I have got two references. In Yoga Darshan, Rishi Vyas defines contentment as the inner state of mind where exists a joyful and satisfied mind regardless of one's environment, like whether one meets with pleasure or pain, profit or loss, success and failure, sympathy or hatred. In either situation, that mind is not going to be affected. You are content with what you have. Like loss हुआ ठीक है, profit हुआ तो भी कुछ नहीं. It is not going to be affected. You are satisfied in that situation. And the second reference is in the text Vivek Chudamani, that Shankaracharya states that Santosh is a necessary virtue. Why it is a necessary virtue? Because he says that it frees a human being from all compulsions or from bondages, manipulations, fears, and from there on a person can dwell and live according to his will, or I can think according to his right, what is right, what is wrong, according to his will. That all comes in the Santosh point. Then the third one is Tapasa. Tapasa is also actually very widely used niyama. So there are many meanings of tapas. According to different religions, it is followed differently. It is followed up like Jainism, Buddhism, Hindu literature, all practice tapasa. What is tapasa? It is formed from the main word, that is tapa, or heat, or like you can say to shine or to burn. That is the main word that is forming the word. And in Buddhism, it is like how they practice tapasa is like spiritual practices which include meditation, self-discipline, and in Hinduism includes asceticism, inner cleansing to self-discipline by meditation practices. Now what is asceticism? There is a word called asceticism. Now asceticism, it is explained like, you can take an example of a Buddhist monk. What does he do? Like he practices in which one gets rid of all worldly pleasures and focuses on the spiritual purpose. Like worldly pleasures, tyag dena, that is asceticism. 1 minute. Fourth, next slide please sir. Next one is Swadhyay, which is the fourth niyama. What is Swadhyay? So again in this there are it is formed by two words like swa and adhyay. Swa is a self, and adhyaya means contemplating or means reflecting on oneself. So you can understand on joining the two words we get like self introspection, self reflection of oneself. And how you can practice swadhyaya as niyama? So one form of swadhyaya is mantra meditation. Like mantra meditation, what we do in mantra meditation? Like mantra, like there is a mantra, we concentrate on all the syllables that are chanting in the mantra. The mind is anchored to that one thought. So the mind is as the mind is anchored to that thought, it helps to draw the mind away from the outward going tendencies, and it silences the crowding of the thoughts due to this. So you silencing the crowding thoughts, so that is that in that state you start meditating and you think about yourself. And self study in asana is the same thing, like you contemplate contemplation of one's circumstances and environment, and one is in your contemplation of one's circumstances and environment. One is in one's circumstances and environment, one is in where one is in one's life, one where one is in one's direction, what are his desires or what changes he must do to lead a better life. This is swadhyay. The last one is Ishwar Pranidhan. Ishwar Pranidhan, according to religious texts, it is Ishwar is God or true self or unchanging reality. But according to Yoga Sutra, what is Ishwar? There is a definition given about Ishwar. It goes like Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashay Aparamrushta Purusha Vishesha Ishwaraha. So, characteristics of Ishwar are given. What is Ishwar, or that special self which is unaffected by klesha, karma, vipaka and ashaya. What is klesh? Klesha is the obstacles or the hardships. Karma is one's circumstances created by past or present or current actions is karma. And vipaka, the one's fruits of lives are vipaka. And ashaya is one's psychological intentions. The self which is unaffected by all these is described as the Ishwara. Ishwara can be anyone who has these qualities. It does not mention Ishwar as deity or like a devotional practice, but it is a journey to begin the process of dissociating or detachment from external world and connecting with one's inner world. That is the main aim of Ishwar Pranidhan. One more meaning you can take from this is like what is God? God of faith in different religion, different countries, different. It is different for everyone, but that ultimate power is common. So while praying, what do? While praying, we seek spiritual liberation. Our prayers bring positivity and self-confidence in us, and we constantly have that thing in our mind that reminds us that there is some unknown force watching us, that we may be punished for doing sins in our life, and then thus this motivates us to travel in a right path. That is Ishwar Pranidhan. Yes, sir, I have completed the 5, and these are some photographs. Yes.
Thank you, Gauriji. It was a very beautiful session you have took, and the language was very easy to understand for, it's the basic knowledge of you have given to everyone. If someone is not from yoga background, she would also be that person would also be able to understand very easily. Um, so I hope everyone has understood what she was trying to say, the use of niyamas and yamas. The important thing is now we have learned what are yamas and niyamas. So we should also apply these, try to apply at least these things in our life. Now, if anyone have any doubt or want to ask any question from Gauriji, they are most welcome. You can type your question in the chat box. we have anyone who has any doubt or anything to ask?
I think there is
Yes.
Bankim ji.
So
Bankim
you
ji,
said your session is good, very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Indeed, it's like
I hope I have made
the
my
examples you
point.
have given.
Actually, I hope I have made my point clear, and I hope I have done justice to the subject actually, because this is a
Yes,
very
yes.
vast subject. As you go deep, you get more deep, you understand, and you try, that you understand, you are not understanding anything yet. It goes more deep.
Exactly. So we have one question from Lionel.
Yes,
Are
yes.
these powerful values taught in school in India?
It is only textual knowledge is given actually, and it is up to you how you follow actually. It is not actually really taught, like it is up to the person how he takes it and how he follows it. Like freedom fighters, everything is mentioned, but it is up to you how you take it. Now you have seen the situation like in Afghanistan also. People there also, they must have been taught, but it is how people take it. Ahinsa and everything is nowadays also, people, Hinsa is so much everywhere. People are just like not bothered.
Namaste, Gauriji.
Yes, sir. Namaste.
Thank you so much. I just want to point out on, one quote.
Most welcome,
You
sir.
mentioned about, toilet papers in US.
Yes, yes.
And obviously at that time, I did not know what parigraha means. But today, because I was the witness and the victim, put it that way,
Okay.
at that point of time. So you just cemented my, understanding of aparigraha. And don't mind if I use the same analogy and quote somewhere else.
No problem, sir.
it won't be considered as Sayer. Thank you, Gauriji.
Thank you, sir.
So let's have an exciting round. I just want to ask a question just to see that the take-home message has been received and delivered. So especially for all our Indian colleagues and students. So there's a quote which says in Hindi, "Tum mujhe khoon do, main tumhe azadi dunga." In English, it is translated as, "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom." This is a very famous quote from anybody?
Subhash, Netaji,
Subhash Chandra
Subhash
Bose.
Chandra
Subhash
Bose.
Chandra Bose.
Absolutely. So though this seems to be very violent, it has a very integrated and important principle of maybe Yama or Niyama. So you just have to find out from which category it belongs to. It's open for everyone. It's not only for Gauriji, for all. And there could be different aspects where you can apply it. Does it remind you of any Yama or Niyama? Well, I would like to share one of my aspect. I would feel that this reminds you of the idea of tapas. Without you sacrificing something, you can never get anything. And that is what Netaji wanted to make us understand. You sitting in your comfort zone in the house, you cannot expect freedom. If you want to have freedom, you have to sacrifice something for it. You have to contribute something. And that contribution can be, it cannot be only at the level of outsourcing and funding. It should come from your heart. It should come from within. And you have to sweat for it. You have to pay your own blood for it. So everything, the freedom today we are enjoying, 75 years of India's independence, has come at a very great cost. And by studying, Gauriji very much enlightened us with the kind of Yama and Niyamas. And we had followed, our forefathers have followed these principles. And in a very unique way, it made the people who are oppressing understand their mistake. And not many countries have achieved freedom by following this path. So that's what we all should be proud of as all Indians. And all those who believe in the values of yoga, they are all considered to be Indians. In that sense, we all should be proud of all our legends and our freedom fighters. So hearty congratulations. And on behalf of Swasti, we would just felicitate. I would request everyone to unmute and clap for Dr. Gauri ji.
Sir, we have one more question for Gauri ji.
Yeah.
From Neem, I suppose.
About Brahmacharya. Is it also about restraint from other physical pleasures, not only sexuality?
It one second, I'll just read it. Is it also about restraints from other physical pleasures? Not yes. There is a mention of all the five senses also in it. That you can practice Brahmacharya. Restraints from all the five senses also. I hope I have made my point.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to be sure or get your confirmation about that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. So anyone has to say anything else? Want to share your own views on Yamas Niyamas? Anyone? All right. So let's let me introduce about our next session. It is on tomorrow, on 10th October. We have a guest lecture by Dr. Uday Kumthekar sir, and the topic is role of Natha Sampradaya in Hatha Yoga. It would be conducted on at 6 p.m. on the same platform. We are also live on Facebook and Instagram, and you can also check our videos on YouTube. Once again, I would like to request all of you to please share this information and share these links to everyone so that they will also be benefited. We have very good sessions going on, and very good speakers are there who are sharing their own knowledge. We all know like many things about yoga, many topics. We are maybe master in some of the topics. However, the knowledge which is coming from others is also very important. Like maybe we are not aware of aspects in yoga. So these are also important things. So try to share this knowledge and these links to all your friends and family members. So are we going to finish, sir? Would like to request Gauriji to chant the Shanti mantra and finish the session, please.
So can I say a few words, sir?
Yes, Gauriji, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. I really had a lot of anxiety because I was not so aware of this social media thing, but some of that anxiety has gone. So thank you very much. Okay, I'll start the Shanti Prayer. Let's join the hands. Inhale. Sahana vahatu, sahanau gunattu, sahaviryam karvavahe, tejasvinavadhitamastu, ma vibhishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, sir.